And Jay Johnston here. I'm reading a whole bunch of nonsense all over the internet about teachers who are complaining that they're not getting a fair shake in the way of our opinions about them. Well, here's the deal, teachers. First off, I went through the education system in the province of Ontario, and it sucked. Really, it sucked. When I stop and think about all the teachers that I had from junior kindergarten all the way to graduation in high school, I think there's one good one. And one good one only because he really cared about the job and he cared about kids, wasn't there for the paycheck. Most of you are there for the paycheck. Teachers are saying that it's not their fault that they have these curriculums that they have to teach to kids about boys being girls and girls being boys. They have to do it. No, you don't. It's disgusting that you're doing this. It's also disgusting that you're trying to change the narrative and the definition of pedophile. You're trying to state that it's not an illness and they're not sick and they're not disgusting and they're not vile and they're not evil. You're just trying to say that they are a minor attracted person. That's the new thing that teachers are saying. So girls are boys, boys are girls, pedophilia is okay. That's the key message in all the schools in North America right now. It's not just Canada, all of North America. Well, you teachers out there, you are as guilty as the faculty for teaching that stuff. If you're being told by the school board, you're going to blame them, I know. If you're being told to do it and you say yes and then you go ahead and do it, you're a pedophile. You're a criminal. You're scum. You're dirt. You're filth. That's it. Done. Do not think that just doing your job is an excuse that's going to get you anywhere with anyone who is a thinking individual. It didn't work for the Nazis when they tried that stuff at the Nuremberg trials. It didn't work for any of Stalin's men when he was killing his own people, and it will not work for you. If you object to something, you're just going to have to risk losing your job. The last thing on this planet that I would ever do is take money to poison the minds of children, period. Fight them in the courts. Make the accusations. Come out publicly and state who it is in the school board that's making you do this and then outright refuse to do it. The problem is none of you have any guts. Even the male teachers out there are not men anymore. They're lost little boys doing what they're told because you know, and this is the truth too, most teachers in Canada cannot handle the private sector where you actually have to have results. You have to work hard. You can't just menially walk around doing absolutely nothing. You don't get 2 months off in the summer and 2 weeks off at Christmas, a week off in March, and a whole bunch of PA days. You don't get that in the private sector. You actually have to earn your keep in the private sector, whereas when you work for school boards and whatnot, you don't have to do a damn thing, except what you're told, and you'll get a really big paycheck along with supposedly a really big pension. Well, joke's on all of you who think there's a pension coming your way. The pension fund in the next 25 years is going to be empty, and I mean empty, and when Canada switches to a cryptocurrency, which it is, what are you going to do then? Because any contracts that you have that have to do with Canadian dollars are gone. They're null and void. That's how it works. When you destroy a currency, anything attached to that currency goes with it. So, yes, Dire Wolf Lady 666, pull your kids from public school, start homeschooling. Not just public school. Get them out of the Catholic school boards too. I know, I'm Catholic. I went through the Catholic school board. The Pope is an absolute disgusting individual. As far as I'm concerned, the Pope is a rapist. He is the problem. He claims to be the vicar of Christ on earth, but then he goes ahead and destroys the Catholic Church in favor of allowing other religions, we know which one, to take its place. The Catholic school board is every bit as evil as the public school board. So don't think just because there's a cross on the outside of the building that school is immune to being accused of being criminals. They are. They are. I know. I went through that school system. The Catholic school board, in fact, I'll tell you why they're worse, and that is because they have to keep up appearances. They will lie even more. They will hide even more. They do not punish their teachers when their teachers are molesting kids or yelling at kids or assaulting kids. They just don't. The Catholic school board is worse than the public school board. Bar none. So teachers out there, if you're teaching kids this crap, you are a criminal. You are a pedophile. You're no better than all the ones out there hunting kids down. No better. And I despise you. And that is the truth. Most teachers in this country, I absolutely despise you because you're okay with peddling hate and sex to kids in grade 1 and kindergarten. You're okay with things like the Ontario curriculum, the Ontario sex curriculum written by Benjamin Levin, a guy who did 3 years in jail for pedophilia. That is who wrote the curriculum. And that's why you guys are teaching anal sex to grade 4 students in Ontario. And you're okay with it because you don't want to lose your job. Go to hell. I mean, all of you, just go to hell. Leave our kids alone. And for everybody out there in this country who's wondering what my thoughts are on the education system, get your kids out of it now. Find ways to homeschool. You can learn any skill or any language you want on the internet these days. You do not need to be around the pedophilic, predatory school boards of Canada. This is for your kids. My kids are through the system. They're done. They're adults now. They don't have to tolerate this stuff. But for all of you out there who have children, babies, toddlers, get them away from this poison before their minds are so indoctrinated into this way of thinking that they hate you for the rest of your life. You don't want that. Pull them away. They're your children. Teach them your values. You love them your way. You show them the way of the world according to what you know as an adult. It's not anyone else's job to do that but you. You're their parents. You made that life. You're responsible for it. Keep them away from these crooks. That's my take on it. See you soon, folks. KevinJJohnston.ca